In a startling and tragic turn of events, Bill Klein and Jennifer Arnold's home was destroyed by a terrible fire, leaving behind unspeakable devastation and doubt about their future. The fire, which quickly swept throughout the night, has left their two children, Will and Zoey, in serious condition in addition to reducing the family's beloved home to ashes. As word of this unthinkable event spreads, fans everywhere are in shock. Unable to accept the seriousness of what has happened to a family they have grown to love over time. Millions of people have been inspired by Bill and Jen for years. Their stories on TLC's The Little Couple have shown tenacity, bravery, and love despite innumerable challenges. The couple demonstrated that fortitude could triumph over any hardship, whether it be related to health issues, family changes, or career obstacles. However, they are currently engaged in what may be the most difficult conflict of their lives. One that is putting them to the test in ways they never would have thought possible. The majority of the family was apparently winding down when the fire started late in the evening. According to preliminary findings, the cause might have been related to an electrical malfunction, but investigators are still searching the wreckage to identify the precise cause. But what is known is that the family had little time to respond since the fire spread with horrifying speed. Sadly, their children Will and Zoey got the worst of the damage as smoke and flames engulfed their bedroom, while Bill and Jen managed to escape the house with minor injuries. After being taken to the hospital, both kids are still receiving critical treatment. Close friends. According to the family, the physicians are putting in a lot of effort to stabilize Will and Zoey. According to reports, both kids suffered severe burns and smoke inhalation, which calls for 24-hour care. The medical staff has been open and honest. It will be a lengthy and unpredictable path to recovery. Seeing their children struggle for survival is extremely painful for parents who have dedicated their lives to promoting resilience, safety, and health. As news of the tragedy circulated, TLC members, friends, and admirers, people started posting prayers and supportive messages on social media. There has been an astounding amount of affection expressed through both organized fundraisers and heartfelt comments. Those who have been watching Zoey and will grow up on video for a long time have talked about how profoundly devastated they feel, as if this catastrophe had happened to their own family. According to reports, Bill and Jen, who are renowned for their poise even under the most trying circumstances, have expressed gratitude for the tremendous support but are still totally focused on their kids. Recuperation. According to sources, Jen has been depending on her medical experience to comprehend and keep track of every update from the doctors, while Bill has been refusing to leave the hospital and has remained by their bedside through restless nights. Both parents are putting their children's survival above anything else, even if the fire has injured them personally. Meanwhile, the family's house has been deemed a complete loss. Years of memories, pictures, mementos, even the walls themselves that's seen there. The laughter of the family is now reduced to ash and debris. The uncertainty surrounding the health of their children is far more devastating for Bill and Jen than the pain of losing their actual house. For the time being, their entire world is contained behind the hospital's sterile walls as Zoey and Will battle for their lives. Insurance investigations and reconstruction plans may come later. Wider discussions regarding fire safety and the transience of life have also been spurred by the tragedy. Supporters and analysts. Families across are being reminded to review fire safety procedures, check alarms, and prepare escape plans as they emphasize how rapidly situations may change. Once more, the story of Bill and Jen has grown beyond their own. It is starting to serve as a wake-up call for many families worldwide. The fact that this experience has rocked the basis of a family that once appeared to have overcome every obstacle in their path is among its most tragic features. From Jen's valiant fight against cancer through their adoption journeys, including relocations and employment obstacles, Bill and Jen have consistently come out stronger, reassuring followers that love and willpower can overcome any obstacle. However, the enemy this fire has posed is unlike any other. One that left no obvious way forward, no control, and little time to prepare. There are rays of hope despite the destruction. Small improvements are being reported by medical teams about Will and Zoey. Both youngsters are responding to treatment, but their conditions are still severe, and physicians are cautiously optimistic regarding certain recovery indications. Supporters are holding fast to this hope and hoping that the resilience these kids have displayed since birth will help them get through this again. The family's community has come together incredibly quickly. While fans have started online campaigns to help with medical costs and reconstruction efforts, neighbors have provided temporary housing. According to reports, TLC itself has contacted the family, providing options to help them in addition to condolences. Through this unimaginable catastrophe, the future of the Klein is still up in the air. The emotional wounds from this night will last a lifetime, and Will and Zoey's recuperation is probably going to take months, if not years. One thing, nevertheless, has remained consistent throughout Bill and Jen's journey: their capacity to find courage in the face of adversity. Even if this might be their worst period, those closest to them think that their narrative will not stop here. Globally, fans are anticipating, observing, and hoping for news. Every little improvement in Will and Zoey's health feels like a win for the two of them. Every failure is a pain shared by all. A large community has come together in empathy and compassion as a result of Klein's tragedy, serving as a reminder of the brittle bonds that bind us all together as fellow humans. More information regarding the fire, the family's recuperation, and their future plans will become available in the coming days. However, one fact is indisputable today: the Kleins must contend with the conflict of their lives. And just as their bravery and tenacity have inspired millions in the past, they are now educating the globe about the strength of love, hope, and community in the face of unfathomable destruction. Even if Bill and Jen's house is gone, their family's history endures. Their physical environment may have been destroyed by the flames, but the love, resiliency, and bond that have sustained them through every hardship cannot be erased. The world waits in suspense as Zoey and Will struggle for their lives, hoping for the miracle this family so richly deserves. The well-liked reality personality Bill Klein of TLC's The Little Couple recently became the focus of criticism after sharing what appeared to be a harmless artificial intelligence experiment. Klein Arnold, who is well known for his humorous nature and close relationship with his wife, Dr. Jennifer Arnold, has always been willing to share personal details of his life on the internet. However, one AI-generated image this time caused an unanticipated surge of online criticism, outrage, and bullying, causing fans to disagree on the appropriate level of online response to a prominent figure's decisions. When The Little Couple appeared on TLC in 2009, Bill Klein and his wife Jennifer Arnold became well known. The show tracked the couple's lives, highlighting their occupations, parental difficulties, and their experience with dwarfism. Adopting a daughter Zoey from India and a son Will from China, they have created a lovely family together. Viewers have cried during their milestones, applauded their victories and difficulties, and appreciated their fortitude in the face of changes in their careers and health. Even with the success of the show, the Kleins are accustomed to criticism. Their lives are continuously scrutinized, just like those of many reality stars. Fans frequently believe they have the right to criticize any action they take, whether it's choices about parenthood, changing careers, or even fashion. And now that AI-generated content is becoming more popular, Bill Klein's most recent article has sparked controversy once more. Social media accounts. Klein provided an AI-created image, which he regarded as only a playful experiment. In the image, he was stylized in an artistic rendition that was futuristic, exaggerated, and bordering on wild. Many admirers relished the light-hearted image, but others swiftly used it as a platform for jeering. Klein's image in the AI edit was ridiculed by some commentators, while others accused him of trying to look unrealistic or attention-seeking. The most hurtful remarks even made disparaging remarks about his stature and disabilities, which served as a stinging reminder of the bullying he has experienced. Confronted his whole life. What started out as a humorous message quickly turned into a deluge of hate. The event brings attention to online bullying, a persistent problem that many public personalities deal with. Social media's anonymity gives people the confidence to express things they wouldn't dare utter in person. The cruel remarks struck a deep chord with Klein, who has long advocated for kindness and fortitude. His story has always included bullying, even before he became well-known. Due to his dwarfism, he was frequently made fun of as a child, as well as prejudice. He has talked candidly about how such incidents influenced his personality in previous interviews. However, hurtful comments made online can still cause harm even after decades of personal development. The criticism wasn't even about his personal life, which is what makes this situation so depressing. It has to do with a fictional image created digitally. Put another way, some fans choose to mock rather than value the harmless pleasure, obfuscating the distinction between reality and imaginative play. Although there was a lot of hostility, there was also a lot of support. Devoted supporters of the small couple hurried to Klein's defense, reminding detractors of his accomplishments as a father, husband, and businessman. While pointing out that AI art is a developing trend and shouldn't be taken too seriously, many commended him for doing something novel and imaginative. Messages like, "Ignore the trolls, Bill, and we love your humor. Keep posting what makes you happy," were among the many encouraging remarks left by supporters. Others stressed how crucial it is to lead by example for his kids, demonstrating to them that bullying should never control one's self-expression. A more extensive discussion regarding AI, creativity, and public opinion is also made possible by this dispute. With celebrities and influencers experimenting with them on a daily basis, AI-generated photos are growing in popularity. However, the criticism directed toward Klein demonstrates that not everyone is prepared to follow this trend, particularly when it includes individuals who are already targets of bias. Critics contend that AI visuals can create irrational expectations and excessively distort reality. Some believe that making fun of such stuff just highlights more serious problems with the way society views people with disabilities. In Klein's instance, the response appears to be more a result of a deep-rooted prejudice against him as a short person than it is of the art itself. Although Bill Klein hasn't made a long speech specifically addressing the bullying, his past indicates that he will deal with it politely. Throughout the years, he and Jennifer Arnold has demonstrated remarkable fortitude. They have shown that obstacles can be overcome with fortitude by overcoming health concerns, moving, and juggling 2 jobs and raising 2 kids. This most recent event is probably going to be just another chapter in his tale of tenacity. Klein has consistently urged followers to embrace individuality and shun negativity. Whether he responds with advocacy, humor, or silence, it will probably be in line with the same mentality. Additionally, the occurrence acts as a reminder of how crucial empathy is in the digital age. Everyone now has a voice thanks to social media, but that voice shouldn't be used into a weapon. It only serves to highlight the harshness of internet culture when public personalities like Klein are subjected to further criticism over something as innocuous as a humorous AI image. Rather, greater empathy would be beneficial to society. Even if we don't like the outcome, valuing people's creative risks can promote a more positive, healthy online environment. Surroundings. There is a real person with feelings, a family, and dignity behind every post. Arnold and Klein are still concentrating on their careers and families in spite of the online commotion. The kids are doing well in school and extracurricular activities, and Jennifer is still steadfastly dedicated to her medical profession. Fans continue to hope for more episodes or information about the young couple in the interim. This event might serve as a reminder to Bill Klein of the value of establishing limits online. Sharing creative and personal moments can be enjoyable, but it also invites criticism. His supporters will keep a close eye on how he decides to strike this balance going forward. The negative aspects of internet culture are highlighted by Bill Klein's encounter with cyberbullying following the publication of an absurd AI-generated image. What started out as a harmless creative endeavor descended into needless negativity. However, the overwhelming support shown that many supporters remain steadfast in the face of criticism. Behind him, This episode raises concerns about society's willingness to accept AI-generated art in addition to highlighting the persistent difficulties prominent people have with bullying. It might be another test of Klein's fortitude. But if history is any indication, he will rise above the clamor with the love, humor, and strength that have characterized his journey from the start. This article is fundamentally not about social media trends or artificial intelligence. It has to do with humanity. Additionally, the globe is still reminded by Bill Klein's narrative of the value of compassion, kindness, and acknowledging each person's individuality. One of the most adored characters from the popular TLC reality show The Little Couple is Zoey Klein. Growing up in front of millions of viewers, Zoey is well known for her infectious grin, vivacious demeanor, and touching journey with her adoptive parents, Dr. Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein. Fans have followed her amazing narrative throughout the years. From her adoption to her life in a family that serves as an inspiration to people around. In this Here, we'll examine Zoey's biography in further detail, including her upbringing, parents, age, height, wealth, and all points in between. In September 2011, Zoey Klein was born in India. She was adopted by TLC's The Little Couple stars Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein after spending the first few years of her life in an orphanage. The procedure of adopting her was not easy. There was a lot of waiting, legal obstacles, and paperwork involved. However, the clients never lost hope of bringing Zoey's house. After months of waiting, Zoey was eventually shown to the public on Bill and Jen's television show on her 13th birthday. The poignant moment when Zoey formally joined the family impacted the viewers. The Kleins, who had already adopted their first child, Will, from China in 2013, embarked on a new chapter with her arrival. The two became siblings right away, and viewers adored seeing Zoey and Will's relationship develop. Both of Zoey's parents, Dr. Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein, are well known for their tenacity and optimism. Skeletal dysplasia, a disorder that impairs bone formation and causes shorter stature, was present in both Bill and Jen from birth. They have achieved professional success and a lovely family life in spite of medical difficulties. Successful businessman Bill Klein has dabbled in a number of industries, such as retail and consultancy. His cheerful disposition, sense of humor, and love for his family are well known. Dr. Jennifer Arnold is a physician and neonatologist, educator who has devoted her professional life to training future physicians and saving lives. She has experience working at a number of prestigious hospitals and never stops inspiring her admirers with her knowledge and kindness. Together, Bill and Jen have given Zoey and Will a secure, caring environment that is full of chances for development, learning, and exploration. Supporters of the young couple frequently commend them for juggling hectic jobs and being such loving, caring parents. Zoey has been raised under the cautious supervision of the Klein family ever since she joined. Of cameras used in reality TV, her quiet yet feisty personality made her a fan favorite right away. At first, Zoey was more reserved than her brother Will, who frequently loves the limelight. But as time went on, viewers witnessed her develop into a self-assured young woman with a distinct personality. The way Zoey adapted to her new life in the U.S., learning English, enrolling in school, and embracing her new family customs was adored by TLC viewers. From family vacations to birthday parties, Zoey's early years have been recorded in such a manner that fans can establish a personal connection with her. Zoey has prioritized her schooling and personal development as she has gotten older. Will and Zoey will both obtain high-quality education since Bill and Jen have always stressed the value of education. Zoey is well known for her love of dancing, being creative, and hanging out with her loved ones. Her parents protect her privacy even though they frequently provide updates on her accomplishments. They take care to maintain equilibrium between public life and personal development, which has won them praise from followers who appreciate their parenting approach. Zoey Klein is 14 years old as of 2025. She was born in 2011, and with the help of her devoted parents, she is currently navigating her adolescence. Similar to Jen and Bill, Zoey's height is impacted by skeletal dysplasia. Although her precise height has not been made public, she is noticeably shorter than the majority of kids her age. But her spirit has never been defined by her size, and she keeps demonstrating. Because when it comes to experiencing life to the fullest, height is simply a number. Even though Zoey is still a teenager and does not have a typical personal net worth, her performances on The Little Couple have helped the Klein family as a whole. The family made money via broadcast contracts, sponsorships, and public appearances during the show's multiple seasons, which drew millions of viewers from across the globe. The combined estimated net worth of her parents, Bill and Jen, is in the millions. The family has been financially stable thanks to Jen's medical job, Bill's business endeavors, and their TLC earnings. Even while Zoey doesn't currently make money directly, her appearance on the show has surely improved the Klein family's reputation and brand awareness. Fans are curious about what Zoey and her family are up to because the little pair hasn't released any new episodes in years. Fans have been able to see peeks of Bill and Jen's social media postings into the life of Zoey as she matures. Even though she might not be as well known as she once was, Zoey is nonetheless doing well. Her family's decision to stop recording all the time has given her more privacy and the opportunity to concentrate on her studies and typical adolescent experiences. Despite her youth, Zoey Klein has already had a significant influence on reality television. Audiences worldwide have been impacted by her tale of adoption, resiliency, and familial love. Zoey is a symbol of hope for many viewers. The belief that love understands that there are no limits, that families can be formed in a variety of ways, and that obstacles can be surmounted with courage and assistance. Her experience on The Tiny Pair with Bill and Jen sparked discussions about disabilities, diversity, and adoption. As Zoey enters adolescence, many admirers attribute their favorable perceptions of persons with differences or their consideration of adoption to Zoey's tale. There are countless opportunities in the future. With the support of her parents and the basis of love, the encouragement they have provided her, she is ready to accomplish big things. Fans are excited to watch where her path takes her, whether she chooses to go to college, become a doctor like her mother, or do something completely different. The tale of Zoey is far from over. As of right now, she is still a well-liked personality who is respected for her work on reality TV, as well as the happiness and light she continues to provide to her family and fans around the globe. The life of Zoey Klein is proof of the strength of family, tenacity, and unwavering affection. She has won over followers who are still cheering for her achievement, from her adoption in India to her career as a reality star in the US. Zoey's future is bright with the guidance of her loving parents, Dr. Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein. Millions of people respect Zoey's incredible narrative, even at the age of 14. Despite her diminutive size, she has a powerful spirit, and her experience serves as a reminder that what really counts is not fame, height, or money, but the joy and affection that come from family.